What up, and welcome back to the Kraken Cans podcast. It's a podcast that talks all things cryptid, all things urban legends, all things spooky. Or as Corey says, cryptids, urban legends, and spooky.
I said that once.
I know, but it sounded good. It was good.
Okay.
You nailed it.
All right.
So, we'll do it both ways.
All right.
Both ways. I ain't scared.
Yeah, you go both ways.
I ain't scared to go both ways. But yeah, we're here. We have our brews that were sent to us thanks to Heavy Seas Brewing Company. What I have left of the brew, because it is absolutely delicious. We have a great topic today. We're coming off of the Bigfoot and Cryptid Festival last Saturday, but we're recording before, so we don't know how it went. But we're gonna say it went good. We're gonna say it went good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Corey, what's up?
Had a work event today.
Played
some bingo. Lost. Got pissed off because I was so close many times. Needed one more number, and I didn't get it. I wasn't too happy today at my work event. But I chose that over cornhole for some personal reasons.
There's some personal reasons. Yeah, we won't get into those.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you know why old people are just irrationally angry all the time.
Yeah,
it's from
couldn't
bingo.
do it. I couldn't do it.
It's the only logical explanation. It's got to be from bingo.
Yeah, I'm just going to be an alcoholic when I get old.
Yeah. We're off to a good start. Yeah. Hopefully we have a liver by then.
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
Yeah. We're just strengthening that liver up so it can make it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much small talk you in the mood for today?
We could do a little small talk.
A little small. All right. Okay. Corey said we can small talk. He's the boss here. It's his episode. We can do what he wants. So let's see. What do I got? My shoulder's been absolutely killing me since I fell the other day. I'm going to have to go to the doctor and get that looked at. Miserable.
There was something else I wanted to tell you, but I can't remember.
You going to tell me how you've been on the pooper for the past hour?
No, I already talked enough about that. I don't
Yeah.
think we need to bring that on here for the people.
Hey, if I talk about my big toe, we're talking about your pooper.
It wasn't. It was.
Let's do a big toe check. My big toe's doing pretty good today.
Is it?
Yeah, it's clean. You want to see it?
Nope.
No? Nope. Not
Nope.
making that mistake again.
Saw it once. One too many times.
Now I got like the issue of, because I had a Band-Aid on my toe for so long, that there's just a thick scuzz line on my toenail from like the Band-Aid adhesive just being stuck
And then
to
it's
it.
just sticking there like your socks and stuff.
It was driving me crazy today. But
you're gross.
That's the life for me. I am gross.
We're both gross.
My entire life is just nothing but blisters and shoulder injuries and diarrhea. Dingleberries. Diarrhea. Yeah, that pretty much sums me up.
Yeah. But no, I don't got anything really new because, well, we just recorded a couple days ago, so really nothing's happened since.
Not at all.
So
our Demon House episode, just as of the Tuesday of this coming out, has just reached 4 million downloads.
Yeah.
I can say anything.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it could be the future.
Yeah.
We don't know.
That's true.
That's what I'm going with.
We could hit it.
We could hit it. Will we? No, but we could. We could.
I mean, if you add together all the alternate realities,
we still might not hit it.
You're right.
we're still like 3 million short.
Yeah.
But so we talked about the Heavy Seas a little bit. So what do we got from Heavy Seas?
From Heavy Seas, if you guys watched our unboxing video that they sent us a 6-pack of the Phantom Ship, which is a triple Belgian style beer, baby, coming in at 10% or 9%?
9.
Is it 9?
Yep.
Okay, 9% alcohol, so obviously it's a triple. It's going to be heavier, even though there's no like regulation on what a triple is, because some doubles are, 9%, 10%, triple. It's all, we talked about this before on the cast. So Heavy Seas, like I said, we have a partnership with them. They sent us these beers. They sent us some stickers. We're trying to figure out some other topics that we could tie in with some of their beers, because I know they have a pretty awesome variety pack coming out here in the fall. So hoping to be able to look at some future topics and see what we can pair with some of them.
That's a good project for you guys. You guys go to Heavy Seas. You look at some of the variety they have coming out. If you think a good topic we can pair with one of those brews, you let us know and we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it. KrakenCansCast@gmail.com.
Yeah. Don't tempt us, because
don't tempt us.
We'll do it.
We'll freaking tempt you
with a good time.
Yeah, we'll send you pictures.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
Yep.
So just a little refresher on Heavy Seas, because we did talk about them in our OG episode because that was our first brewery that we paired.
Oh, no.
Hmm?
I just finished my triple.
Oh, no. That's never been done.
It hasn't been done.
What do we do?
I don't know.
I got to shoot you.
I'm dead. All right, folks. This will be the last episode with me. Gosh, Matt, what an idiot.
Heavy Seas.
Anyway,
Heavy Seas is a brewery that is near and dear to our heart, like I said, because it was the first brewery that we paired the triple cannon that we paired with the Kraken OG episode.
It was like 48% alcohol.
Yeah, and this is another.
Yeah,
this is another
dandy.
Another heavy one. So fast forward to now, we have a partnership with the great brewery, and it's actually the first brew pub in the entire state of Maryland. Though it was called Sissons.
Susans.
No, it's Sissons. Sissons.
Sizzlin. I think it was. I believe it started as a Western Sizzlin.
We'll go with that.
The meat buffet.
Yeah. But after the owner Hugh Sisson, God, they're gonna.
Well, the partnership was nice while it lasted.
Sisson. Back in 1989, and this guy is like Walt Disney in my books. He had to work with legislators at the time to pass a bill for brew pubs to be legal in the state of Maryland. He wanted to grow and become bigger and opened Clipper City Brewing Company in 1995 before changing the name to Heavy Seas in 2010. So all this man has done is innovate, build, rebuild, and grow. And that's where we got Heavy Seas right now.
Whoop, whoop.
And today's pairing is pretty simple. We are talking about the SS Ourang Medan, which is a ghost ship.
Oh.
The story fits the classic ghost ship tale, a vessel found adrift with all crew dead under mysterious conditions, and then the ship disappears, swept away by the sea. It has no official trace. No ship ever existed. I don't know. We're going to get into that. Possibly, possibly not. No official survivor testimonies, though we might talk about one fella.
Ooh.
No wreckage has been found, so it's often described as a phantom vessel of maritime lore. So what better beer to pair it with than Heavy Seas' own phantom ship? In this story, we're going to dig into it pretty heavy. Pretty heavy seas. We're gonna dig into.
I see what you did there. I was hoping you'd hit it.
Yeah.
You just said heavy. It's like, it's up there.
Yeah.
Flopped up.
And this is, like I said, a Belgian-style triple, aged in bourbon barrels, and it's a banger. First time the beer's been done before we went over the beer part, and it wasn't me.
It wasn't Corey. Man, I'm disappointed in my self-control here a little bit.
Yeah.
Just drank a 9%er before he got done with the, hey, looks like I'll be Ubering home.
So that's that for the beer.
Awesome. Should we cheers? It's awfully empty. This beer is delicious.
Yeah, that's a good tasting beer right there.
Yeah, this beer is like way too smooth for a 9%er.
Yeah, this can get you in trouble quick.
Yeah. But yeah, it's delicious. I feel like some of the triple ales are a little too boozy for me. This isn't boozy at all. This is just super smooth, dangerous, goes down easy. This is delicious. I like this a lot.
So with that,
let's get on to the episode.
Let's get it on. But before we dig into this bad boy, let's talk about some sources. Some of the sources I used for this. The Shipyard, blog.com, titled How to Sink a Ghost Ship, the story of the SS Ourang Medan. And I also used allthat'sinteresting.com, titled The Chilling Story of the SS Ourang Medan, the ghost ship whose entire crew died with faces frozen in terror, written by Neil Patmore.
Dude, I've used that source a lot.
I know, same.
It's a solid website.
It is. So they were like the two main ones that I used.
Yeah.
So let's dig into this son of a... No, let's not. We're not digging. Sorry, folks. We're diving.
Let's sail into this one.
Ooh. The SS Ourang Medan. So we're heading back to the 1940s with this one. So the mysterious case of the SS Ourang Medan has several conflicting versions, but they all point to waters south of Asia, primarily in maritime Southeast Asia. Most stories place the ghost ship in the busy and treacherous Straits of Malacca
what? What?
between Sumatra and Malaysia, one of the world's most vital shipping lanes. Other accounts vaguely reference the Dutch East Indies, now known as Indonesia, while fringe versions even mention the Solomon Islands or areas near the Marshall Islands, though those are likely exaggerations or later embellishments. With this ship, there's a wide variety, a wide area where this ship could have been. And then as we're going to kind of talk about, the story, just like with most urban legends, changes over time. So the exact, latitude, longitude of this can't be found.
They sexy them up, though. Like these stories over time, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's a cool thing. You don't want it to die, so you got to sexy it up for the next...
Liven it up for the times.
Liven it up for the next generation. Yeah. Every generation needs more and more to excite them.
Mm-hmm. You got to keep slapping that on.
Keep slapping that on, baby.
Yeah.
Whoa. Did you just Hey, him.
I don't... Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well, you did.
So despite the discrepancies, every version keeps the Ourang Medan somewhere in the tropical seas of the Pacific or Indian Ocean, tying it to a region rich in colonial history, trade, and maritime mystery. So sometime, like I said, 1940s, various ships in the waters of Southeast Asia reportedly began picking up distress signals from a Dutch freighter known as the SS Ourang Medan.
So you're saying 1940s?
1940s.
So we're like not super long ago, though.
No.
In the grand, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking this was going to be like a lot,
like
back
long
in like
time
the
ago.
1600s,
No.
Big sails and stuff like that.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. So this Dutch freighter known as the SS Ourang Medan started giving off distress signals. The first few messages were general SOS calls sent out in Morse code, which is typical of ships in trouble. But then came the infamous final transmission that truly chilled everyone who received it. The message said...
Oh, can I guess?
Sure.
All right, so this is like the last message that ever came from
last
this ship.
Message that anybody heard about this ship.
All right. It's just gonna and this is Morse code, right? So it's like,
well, with the last transmission, there's kind of some discrepancies on whether it was Morse code or whether it was an actual audio message, like audio, radio.
So we'll say it was audio.
Yeah.
Say it was audio. So the last message came in, real quiet. Oh, quap. That's all it said. Oh, quap.
Quap.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's it.
Oh, quap.
So it's a little more spooky than that.
Oh, spookier than oh, quap?
Yeah, I mean, if you said oh crap,
no, I'm not getting crazy.
The quap.
It's a quap. Oh, quap.
They had a case of the quaps. The message said, you ready? We float. All officers, including the captain, dead in chart room and on the bridge. Probably whole crew dead. I die. Followed by silence and no other messages.
And you'll float too.
I know, dude. I was thinking that too.
Right away.
I know. That's what as soon as I saw the word float too.
We all float down here.
Like, this is Pennywise, this son of a bitch.
So here's a question unrelated to what's going on.
Yeah.
Who do you think was the better Pennywise? Original Pennywise?
Dude,
the newer one?
I think they were both good.
Yeah, they're both great.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
It's dude, it's hard.
It is super hard. Because their vibes are different though too.
Like they're both so good that I don't think you could go wrong either way.
No, I don't think so. I lean more towards the original one because I was younger when I saw that.
Yeah.
Like I was afraid to go near my drain in my bathtub for a long time. That and the episode of Rugrats where they were afraid to get sucked down the drain.
Oh yeah,
That also made me.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough question because I've thought about that before too. Like which one? But it's like I don't know if I could. I might say the original too, just because like we were younger then. It hit different. It's the OG.
I think the original one looks more like a real clown, which makes it scarier.
Yeah, less
where the newer one
CGI and shit.
Yeah, and the newer one's just like a really over the top clown.
Yeah,
still super scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's a good question. No,
just thought of that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that, folks, is how we get way off topic.
It was kind of on topic. We were talking about
we're talking about people floating.
So some versions claim that the final transmission was tapped out in Morse code, while others insist it came through as a spoken message in English, which only deepens the mystery surrounding what really happened aboard the Ourang Medan, because the primary language spoken of the crew on this Dutch ship would have been Dutch. So for a message to come through in English throws out some questions, or it could have simply been that the person also spoke English, but that, folks, doesn't make our story too fun. We like to live on the edge here at the Kraken Cans Cast.
Well, and the way it seemed like it was transmitted was broken English, too.
Yeah.
It was very choppy, not super smooth. So that would make sense that maybe it's somebody that spoke English. And what if they reached out to somebody and the person responded to them in English?
Yeah.
So, of course, in their brain, I'm going to speak English back to try and get somebody out here as fast as I can.
Yeah. So before we go any further, let's just take a few minutes to talk about the message that was picked up. So, Mike.
Yes.
If you were on another ship nearby and picked up this final message, like, what goes through your mind? If you're the dude that hears this message.
Like, how far am I? Like, am I like close enough where I could respond to this message? Like, I can start going towards this message?
I mean, yeah, you could, or you could, radio to somebody else that might be closer to respond. Like, you might, like, you pick up this message, you might not know if there's anybody closer, so.
Yeah, so I'm kind of assuming I'm going to start heading that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm also assuming I have a general idea where they're messaging from.
Yeah.
Because there's no coordinates or anything given in the message.
There's no coordinates given, but I think they're able to pick up, like,
they have a general idea.
Like, they have a general idea where it's coming from.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, I feel like I would start heading that way. I don't think I'd be particularly keen on it.
Yeah.
But I also would think by hearing this message that maybe there's just a hole in the ship. When in certain spots where the officers were at, the officers drowned, all that, and these people are just hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
Titanic, floating on the door.
Dude, don't even get me started with that bullshit.
I won't.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on.
They got boobs in that movie, though.
Oh, that's,
So,
you're right. You're right. Yeah, she didn't even need the door.
No, she didn't.
She just laid on her back.
Listen, I'm not getting you started.
You're getting me floated.
I'm not getting you started.
You're getting me floated.
Yeah, y'all floated.
I'm getting floated over here.
This dude's going to float like a peacock.
So before we dig into more about the ship, as far as the message that was given, people being dead, I mean, you kind of already touched on it a little bit, like, something could have happened, a hole could have showed up in the boat, people are drowning, people are holding on, kind of some of the stuff that you said. Like, my first thoughts when I hear this are, okay, is there some pirates that are robbing these people, taking some of their cargo, whatever it is, killing them? Is it some crazy, cracked out scallywag that made this call before they then dipped? Or maybe some dude went batshit crazy on the ship, murdered everyone before ending his own life? I don't know. But, like, that's, like, my initial thoughts when I hear this. Like, is the person giving the message, is it somebody from the crew, or is it somebody else that took over the boat and just, so I don't know.
Was this boat part of, like, the Dutch India Company, or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't say.
So I remember hearing, like, a lot of, like, people didn't mess with the Dutch India companies and stuff like that. Like, even pirates a lot of times wouldn't mess with them because they actually had their own navy. And they were absolutely ruthless. Like, more ruthless than any pirates that floated the sea because there's more money involved for them.
Yeah. So an American merchant ship, often named the Silver Star.
Oh, America.
Fuck yeah. This ship was close enough to respond and eventually located the Ourang Medan that was drifting silently on calm seas.
So it was found.
It was found, yeah.
Okay.
So the Silver Star American ship
Fuck yeah.
goes to locate this Ourang Medan, finds it floating out in the seas, and the crew from the American ship decide to climb on board to investigate the situation that's going on. And when they jump on the ship, they were met with an eerie and horrifying sight. The entire crew was dead, their bodies scattered across the deck, the bridge, and the engine room, all with terrified expressions frozen on their faces, arms outstretched as if fending something off. Even the ship's dog was dead mid-snarl. Despite no visible injuries or signs of violence, something had clearly gone very wrong.
Now that is scary as hell.
What?
Just like
Yeah.
there's no
signs of...
It's not like this. There's no signs of somebody just coming on here and just mowing people down.
I know. It's just...
That's scary.
They're all fucking dead.
Yeah. Just they're literally scared dead.
Yeah.
They're dead.
Yeah. Scared to death.
Yeah. Scared to death.
Yeah. Scared straight.
Oh.
That shit don't work.
No.
We're not going to get into that either.
Freaking scare Corey's ass straight one of these days.
The rescue team began preparations to tow the ship back to port to do further investigations on what the hell happened here.
I don't even know if I'd want to tow this thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want to either. But before they could tow the ship, smoke began pouring from the cargo hold, and suddenly there was an explosion that ripped through the vessel, and then the Ourang Medan sank to the bottom of the sea, taking its secrets with it. So this American vessel tried towing this thing back, and just when they were getting ready to like hook this thing up, they saw the smoke and stuff, and everybody jumped back over to like the American ship, and this
Peaced
thing
out.
just fucking blew up.
Yeah.
And sunk.
That's crazy.
So with there being no signs of struggle or physical injuries, what do you think could have caused something like this to occur?
Pooh, I don't know. So you're out in the middle of the sea.
We're going to dig into it. I'm just seeing what your thoughts are.
Hypothermia. That's what I got.
Okay.
Hypothermia. No, I really don't know what would cause everybody to be in that state of shock besides like some kind of otherworldly.
We're going to dive into this a little more in our next section, but the way these people died point to chemicals or poisonous gases possibly causing these deaths.
But they're kind of like outside more so though, aren't they?
That's the impression I got, but it didn't necessarily specify.
Yeah, with me,
that's how I pictured it.
I'm picturing them like on the deck outside, so I wouldn't think chemicals would have as much to do with it. But so it's Scarecrow from Batman.
Oh yeah,
they just see their own fears and it killed them.
Yeah,
that's it.
There you go. That's a good one. I didn't think of that one.
Yeah,
you solved it right here.
Bam,
boom.
Hey, give us a 5-star review and catch us next week on the Kraken Cans Cast.
And send us your next story, because Crack Daddy Mike over here is going to solve it.
Yeah, they call me Shaggy because I'm a part of the Mystery Mobile.
He don't shave.
I don't shave from head to toe.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever's left of his toe.
I'll shave my toe, though, for you. If you want to check that baby out, I'll show that to anybody that wants to see it. It's disgusting.
I don't think there's anything left of it. I think you shaved it all off.
It's disgusting.
Shaved it down to the bone. No, we're not.
I'll show you.
No,
I got my Crocs on. I can slip them right off.
We're done. We're done.
I didn't wear my open-toed shoes this time.
Oh, God. After the ship explodes and sinks is where some versions of the story end. However, in another version, there was a lone survivor of the Ourang Medan who reported his story. So this was one survivor.
One survivor. He hung on that door for everything it was worth.
A man by the name of J. Rabbit. It's actually Jerry Rabbit, but I was digging into my M&M roots.
I was going to say, is
wanted to give him a cool
relation
nickname.
to B. Rabbit?
I wanted to give him a cool nickname.
Damn.
No, it's just Jerry Rabbit, but I'm going with J. Rabbit.
Yeah.
This dude states that he washed up on the Marshall Islands approximately 10 days after the ship exploded. In his lifeboat were also 6 dead crew members. J. Rabbit got in contact with a missionary after reaching land and explained what occurred on the SS Ourang Medan. He reports that he joined the crew in Shanghai, China, and that when he got on the ship, there were 15,000 crates of unknown cargo that were loaded and were headed to Costa Rica. J. Rabbit then realized that he got hooked up with a smuggling operation. While on the ship, Rabbit heard one of the crewmen complaining of stomach cramps. This is when he looked to see what the ship was transporting. So he carefully snuck around the ship and found the ship's logbook to find out what the ship was transporting. They were transporting sulfuric acid, potassium cyanide, and nitroglycerin.
I mean, that seems like we're getting the 3 like most extreme things that a ship can,
Yeah.
like take.
I know.
Like, what's your ship sending? Atomic bombs,
Yeah.
hand grenades, and firecrackers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. J. Rabbit suspected that the sulfuric acid was leaking, creating a gas that was slowly suffocating the crew. The crew then began dropping dead on the ship when Rabbit and 6 others snuck off to a lifeboat. None of the 6 crewmates survived the journey, and J. Rabbit apparently died shortly after telling his story. Another version says that J. Rabbit swam and washed up on the shore before telling his story and dying. So who the hell is Jimmy Rabbit? Or not Jimmy Rabbit, Jerry Rabbit.
Jerry. Freaking.
Was he
Buddy.
real? Was he real? I don't know.
Yeah.
Was this just a piece that was added to the story over the years to, add to the lore, make it more, I don't know, realistic, or give it some type of theory of what happened? Was Jerry Rabbit a fake name? I don't know. Did Jerry Rabbit murder the entire crew? Who knows?
It seems like a fake name.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
I like that. Fake name.
Fake name.
You have your fake name picked out? Like, I feel like you have to have an alias.
Yeah, it's Woody Storm.
Woody Storm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. No, I do have an alter ego, though. Paulie. Yeah, started on our bachelorette party at Ocean City, Maryland.
Paulie don't wear pants.
Yeah, Paulie used to be nuts.
Freaking leave Paulie the hell out of here, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, Paulie's dead.
It tends to happen with children.
Yeah, don't ever summon him.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm good.
So now let's dig into theory. So this is going to be like the section that we spend a lot of time on, because there's some good ones I got on here that make you think a little bit.
Okay.
At least it made me think a little bit.
As much as I can think.
Yeah. So you're gonna think a little bit here.
Yeah. Okay.
Did this ship actually exist, or is it just an urban legend? Let's dig into it just a little bit, or a lot. It's gonna depend if Mike's feeling frisky.
Well, seeing how fast I drank that triple, buddy,
It's
gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah. So I'll go over my piece, Mike. Then I want you to digest it all and tell me what you think.
I will digest it. I will regurgitate it.
According to Lloyd's Registry of Ships, which is a registry that has kept every record of every merchant ship since 1764,
Damn.
this ship has never existed or been registered on this registry. I checked it myself too. Looked it up on the registry, did not find it. And I checked all these countries that are in the story, and I looked to see if this ship was registered in any of those countries, and I couldn't find it. So,
okay.
There are conflicting details about the story. Reports vary widely on dates, locations, and even the ship's origin or destination. Stories first appeared in the UK press in 1940, only to be retold in other versions in the late 40s, early 50s, with some changes in the story, like minor changes over time, like the later years. Also changed with some of the characters in the story, which suggests embellishment by the writers. A widely cited source is the May 1952 issue of Proceedings of the Merchant Marine Council, which retells the account of a mysterious radio message and ghostly crew. This is how the story spread in maritime and military circles. So this, whatever was written in May of 1952 in this Proceedings of the Merchant Marine Council, this is what ultimately started spreading this story, making it more well-known. Then there was an article by Silvio Chiarelli, an Italian author writing for a German language magazine.
Explain. I need more explanation.
Dude,
of that.
I know. I did not dig into that anymore.
This is an Italian guy that writes in German, but not very well.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You deal with it.
Those Germans are just really into that shit.
They are.
Yeah.
Freaking Germans are cool. They're never the bad guy at anything.
No. He claimed to have pieced this story together from Dutch shipping reports, interviews, and he also referenced the survivor named Jerry Rabbit. So that's where he came from. This Jerry Rabbit guy came from this Silvio Chiarelli's story or magazine article. So why were these stories in the press? Because that's kind of where, because there are newspaper articles of this ship back in like the 1940s, early 50s. Because I saw like the articles and stuff.
Yeah, why were they in the paper so long after the ship sank?
Yeah.
Though?
So some theories on why it was in the press. I have that it was a real story that was being reported, obviously. Sensationalism. Newspapers often printed ghost stories or mysteries to fill slow news days, especially in post-World War II years. And then urban legend evolution. Once the tale hit the press, it snowballed. Each retelling added spooky elements or changed facts for drama.
Did you ever wonder if that's why they started pushing fentanyl?
Why?
You got fentanyl, you never got a slow news day usually.
Yeah.
There's always something going on with that.
Yeah.
With all these drugs and stuff like that, there's never a slow news day. Somebody's always eating somebody else's face.
In Florida.
In Florida, always Florida, man.
Yeah. I wonder why that's not going on in West Virginia. I guess the water.
Or Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need to dive too much.
No.
We have some followers in Ohio, so we'll lay off Ohio.
Yeah. I know cryptids and cold ones, they don't like Ohio.
They do not like Ohio. Nope. But that's a Michigan thing though.
Yeah. They don't mind Pennsylvania.
No, they like us.
Yeah.
Yep, they like our beer. They tried Perpetual on their I guess not their last episode, but one before that. Their Demon House episode, they tried Perpetual and they like it as much as we do.
Kyle liked it.
Kyle liked it.
Yeah, so shout out Kyle.
Kyle. Hell yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, you're getting a free shout out.
Yeah, Kyle, you keep your hands to yourself over there. Just saying.
All right, now we're going to get into some of my favorite personal theories. These are my personal theories.
Hold on. Are these theories that you made?
Not necessarily that I made.
Okay. Then I'll listen to them.
Okay.
Never mind.
Like I made them, but then I found them.
Okay.
Like they came out of this brain, but then I fact checked them.
Okay.
So
All right.
First
theory. I think it was a floating squid. It's crazy.
Floating squid.
I fact checked it, and turns out there is squids in that area, so it could possibly be.
There used to be floating squids. They're extinct now.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but in the 40s.
Yeah, that was the last one. That was the last one, sunk to the bottom.
Yep. Covert cargo and government cover-up. So was the Ourang Medan smuggling illegal or experimental chemical weapons, possibly under the radar post-World War II? Chemicals like potassium cyanide, nerve agents, or nitroglycerin are often cited. These materials were volatile, especially in tropical heat. If the crew died from chemical exposure and the ship exploded during cleanup, governments may have erased its existence to avoid international scandal.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of dealing with that post-World War II, so you're dealing with a lot of involvement with NATO and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I could see that trying to smuggle something like this. And you're also talking about the U.S. just dropped a nuke, so all of a sudden there's a lot more focus on who has chemicals and who doesn't, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
So think secret cargo, deaths from toxic fumes, and a fiery end. Perfect ingredients for a real incident buried under bureaucracy.
My uncle was on a Navy ship that was transporting Agent Orange.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Government's giving him money every month.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Since he retired, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he had stuff wrong with him. That's why they're giving
like
him money.
from the Agent Orange.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, that's how like messed up it is. It's 50 years ago, yeah, we'll transport it, and then now people have issues, and it's like, yeah, we'll give you some money. It's like, oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That's worth like the years you've taken from my life. But yeah.
The other one I got here is that the ship was operating illegally or under false flag. So some suspect that the ship was not registered officially, perhaps a ghost vessel used for black market trade or intelligence missions. It may have been operating under a pseudonym like the Ourang Medan, which actually means man from Medan in Malay.
We're fixing a fight here. It's going to be freaking melee.
Ships like this wouldn't appear in Lloyd's Registry or National Archives, which in this case it doesn't.
Okay.
So if a ship was never legally recognized, it wouldn't leave a paper trail and would be easy to delete if something went wrong. And then the other one I got here is CIA or military involvement. So given the timing, close to Cold War beginnings, some believe the ship might have been part of a covert operation, possibly transporting materials related to Japanese Unit 731, which was a covert biological and chemical warfare research and development unit of the Imperial Japanese Army that engaged in lethal human experimentation.
Well, that's that nasty one, isn't it? Yeah, where they they have the test subjects and everything. Oh, damn.
Yeah, so they engaged in lethal human experimentation and biological weapons manufacturing.
The U.S. got them in the war? After World War II ended, all these nasty individuals got divided up by country. So who could I don't know if the U.S. got them or not.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but could it have been something like that?
It's crazy.
This is obviously the deep end of conspiracy territory, but it pops up in forums and different research. Intentional suppression of the truth. So if the ship's destruction resulted from dangerous materials, radiation exposure, or inexplicable phenomena, some argue that it may have been covered up to avoid panic. Some of the supporting arguments from believers: the message logs were supposedly intercepted by several ships.
I said, oh, crap.
Depending on the story, including the Silver Star, they're eerily consistent in the retellings. The story remained pretty consistent with that aspect of it. The Silver Star was named in everything that I've seen. Multiple newspaper stories across countries reference the ship over a span of years. The Ourang Medan is a strained name choice. It's not Dutch sounding. Even though the ship was allegedly Dutch, this adds to theories that it was a code name or alias. And then some of the counterpoints from skeptics: there's zero physical evidence, no wreck, no photos, no survivors officially recorded. I mean, we had the one, J Rabbit, but it wasn't an official, survivor record, whatever. And then the story likely spread by journalists with no first-hand sources. And then there was no known ship insurance claims, maritime investigations, or international alerts about the explosion.
And I would think there would be no insurance claims if it was working culvert.
If it was, exactly.
Kind of under the table, especially if it's working for the government under the table.
So before I kind of go over my last little piece here, what do you think?
Floating squid.
Okay, besides the floating squid.
I would think it would be some kind of government conspiracy is where I would be leaning, because I think that the fact that it was in papers in Britain and stuff like that for a short time, and then that kind of got pulled from the papers.
Yeah.
That's somebody going in there and telling them, hey, you can't run this article anymore. Pull that out, change whatever, redact whatever you have to. So I think that would make sense. Yeah, I would just lean towards, so they said it was going to Costa Rica, right? I guess that's where it claims it's going. It doesn't actually matter. Might have not been going there when it was all said and done. So yeah, Cold War tensions in that area. Yeah, I think that would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think as far as if this ship was actually real. I think it was something along those lines.
Yeah. No, I could see that. I think that's where I would lean to.
Yeah.
A little government action.
Yeah. Because even if you kind of take it down that road, maybe it was somebody that like intentionally fucking took this thing down too, like blew it up.
Yeah, that could be.
You know what I mean? Like they thought they were caught or something. I don't know.
Either that or like some kind of Soviet spy, you know?
Yeah.
If it was, because you would assume if it got shut down in Britain that this would be, more so on the side of the U.S., Britain, France, on that side of the spectrum. So could it have been KGB in there, blow stuff up? You know, who knows?
Yeah. And we're never gonna know.
Maybe we will. I already answered it earlier, though.
You did.
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
We know. Yeah. Scarecrow from Batman.
I didn't see that anywhere in my research.
Yeah, well, that's because you didn't have a personal theory that you had to look up.
Yeah.
I'll look up my personal theories later.
Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin, it's not gobby.
He throws
way.
some shit.
He throws stuff, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the fear juice.
Yeah, I know.
Got a little fear juice.
So bottom line, there have been no...
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow... Sorry.
You haven't sang in a while.
I haven't sung in a while. There's been so many songs I've bit my tongue on this episode already. And that's about to end.
So there's been no evidence of the wreck being found, but no one's ever bothered searching for it either. Most historians consider it an urban legend, likely inspired by a mix of sensational journalism, maritime lore, and rumors about chemical smuggling or accidents. Yet the vividness of the tale, terrified faces, dramatic messages, sudden explosion, has cemented it as one of the sea's most enduring ghost ship stories. So either the ship has never existed or someone made damn sure we'd never be able to prove it did. Whether it went up in flames because of shady cargo, was quietly erased by governments, or just never left the docks at all, this ship might have been the realest ghost ship of them all. So, crackheads, what are your thoughts on this ghost ship? Let us know.
I have a theory as to why it was never found. Because there was really no reason for it to be found. Most of the ships that are like being explored and they're really trying to get have like gold or silver or something very important on them. If the ship just went down with a bunch of chemicals, they're useless now because they're all destroyed.
Yeah, and by going down is just say, oh yeah, it existed. Like, what does that do?
There's no benefit.
Like
so you're not going to get any kind of like funding. Even from like rich guys aren't going to fund you because there's no benefit for them. They want gold, they want silver. Yeah. And really at the end of the day, if you do find this ship, it's probably not like that many people aren't going to care. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, just the way. Yeah, it's like, we found it. It's like, cool. Yeah,
some like stupid podcasters out there are going to be like, they found the ship. It existed.
Yep.
But like,
and we'll be like, freaking A, right? We knew they'd find that shit down there.
And they found a scarecrow costume down there too.
And I'll just look at you and it's like, you son of a bitch, Corey. You listen to every theory I have from here on out. It's good as gold. Yeah. But yeah, so that to me that would make sense. There's no reason to find it in a way. It's almost better to remain a mystery. It cements its legacy a little bit more for it to remain a mystery.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's what you got. Can we folklore score this one? No.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was kind of sitting here thinking, it's like, can I folklore score?
Yeah.
I guess there's not really any.
It's really.
Yeah. I think if we did, it probably wouldn't have a high score because it's not a threat level to anybody.
Yeah.
Now.
Unless it was like, you ever see that Ghost Ship movie?
Yeah, dude. So I told you how I dropped the growler off of my brother-in-law's before. And I told him, he asked what episode we were doing because I said I was coming over here. I said a Ghost Ship. He said, did you ever see that movie? Yeah. I said, yeah, where everybody gets like cut in half at the beginning. He said, yeah, that's all I remember. I know nothing else about that movie. That's all I remember.
Dude, there's some like pretty big actors in that movie too.
Yeah.
I think Green Goblin's in it.
William Dafoe?
I think he's in it.
Whoa, I didn't know William Dafoe
I think he's in
that.
it.
Huh.
I'll have to look it up after we're done recording. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he is.
If he's not, I'll leave this part in.
Yeah.
if he is, I'll take it out. So on Corey doesn't sound too smart or anything like that.
No, I got that on a DVD actually.
Ghost Ship?
I probably had it right over there. You probably could find it.
No way. I found my DVD that I want, and it's called Never Back Down, and it sits right here next to me in the studio. So with that, everybody, I hope you enjoyed another episode of the Cracking Cans cast. I think I want to shout out Heavy Seas Brewing for sending us beer for this topic. Made it a lot of fun. It kind of made our job easier because we just were able to find a topic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we just knew this is the beer we have. Okay, we'll find a topic for this.
Yeah. And I wanted to do like some type of ghost ship.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not. I looked for a while. There's some other ones out there, but
there's no backstory on a lot of ghost ships, so it kind of makes it difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was a fun one. Shameless plug time. Hey, we're still looking for people who want to come join us and buy me a coffee. We're gonna, if you know, once we start getting once we get more and more people into that, we have a lot of cool stuff planned that we're gonna do. We're gonna do a video night and stuff like that will be exclusive to those members.
It's kind of similar to like OnlyFans.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Except Corey will wear his clothes. I will not.
We're actually gonna wear each other's clothes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Wonder how that'll work. I'll look pretty good sleeveless. Corey hates sleeves. He's allergic to them. They make his arms sneeze.
I was gonna say they make my pits itch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well. And I only wear sleeves because I'm white and pasty and don't like get burnt.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, check out our Buy Me a Coffee. Check us out on socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And with that, Court, we have anything else?
Just email us for some stickers.
Email us for some stickers.
After doing those 5-star reviews, folks.
After 5-star review, yeah, definitely hit us with a 5-star review. We got one on Apple.
Did we?
Yep, we got one on Apple. So happy about it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. All right, so we'll catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I am Crack Daddy Mike, MIC, and I'm out of here. And Corey is my best friend.
Mike has a little, what'd you say about your name? Little C.
Little C. Corey's so stupid. Corey's so stupid. He ruins it. I try and give him a compliment. He ruins it.